Hey, what's up, y'all? I was cracking this D about to react to this video about Inform Overload. This is top 10 influencers who look nothing like their photos in real life, part dos. I did part one. It was actually really interesting. People was looking crazy in real life. So it's definitely interesting to see. So yeah, these influencers out here finessing people. That's what they doing. Hey, this is their business. They getting paid off of it. Do you. That's my personal opinion. If other people are feeling insecure about your pictures, that's on them. They have to work on their own self-esteem. Like, what does that have to do with you? And if you have young kids who are watching you and thinking they have to be perfect, that's on their parents. Your parents should educate you and teach you, hey, there's a lot of fake images out there. There's a lot of fake stuff online. People are not perfect. You should love yourself. You got to build your kids up because they could be insecure looking at TV, looking at a magazine, looking at anything. So what's the difference, you know? So yeah, I personally don't think they're doing anything wrong, but sure. Let's see these 10 influencers on this list. Let's watch.
Photoshop, Facetune, FaceApp. Retouching images has become so common, we have actually started to believe that there are perfect people that exist out there, and they most certainly aren't us. About a year ago, my best friend called me. She was pretty upset. I will never forget this phone call. She told me that her self-esteem was at an all-time low. She actually had to put Instagram in a hidden folder on her phone so she would stop looking at it and comparing herself to other women, their bodies, their faces, their lives every 15 minutes. I said, girl, nothing on Instagram is real, and I got the receipts to prove it. Get ready, I'm counting down the top 10 influencers who look nothing like their photos, part 2. Welcome back to Inform Overload. I'm Shanell, and I gotta say, I have a lot of fun researching these lists. So much fun that maybe we'll make a series out of them because I feel like they've actually made a hefty amount of people, women especially, feel better about themselves. Now, before I get into this list, I want to make it clear that by no means do I feel like I'm perfect and I have the right to criticize other people. Far from it. I'm constantly criticizing myself in the mirror. I'm constantly being criticized in the comment section of my videos. But I think a huge part of that criticism comes from the fact that people just don't know what real beauty looks like anymore. We've come to believe that these unrealistic beauty standards are achievable, but they're not. Without further delay, let's get into this list. Starting things off at number 10, Danielle Khan. The only reason why I put her in this list was because y'all said in the comments of part 1 you were surprised she wasn't on it. We all know. I wanted to give you some new info, but okay, Dani Khan has been called out so many times for her very poor use of editing apps. She doesn't even bother to make sure that the background is straight. And it sucks because her audience is made up of impressionable young girls and boys. Here's a photo of her in a bikini for Fashion Nova. Here's a photo of her on that same day wearing the same bikini but unedited. Now, Dani has talked about the fact that she edits her photos. I mean, I feel like she felt like she had to. But making herself into that hourglass shape is not something a 13, 14, 15-year-old girl should be doing. Megan Feather has 394,000 Instagram followers. She's an influencer and YouTuber from the UK. I mean, listen, from her photos, she doesn't look like a real person. She's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but she doesn't look real. And that's because she's heavily edited. Here are some side-by-sides. I mean, she's not by any means unattractive, but do you see how much of a real person she looks like on the right and how fake the edited photos look? One thing I do appreciate about Meg Feather is she doesn't edit her body that much. She's a curvy woman, and that is beautiful. I'm glad she doesn't go overboard on the body tweaking, which is why she's not higher on our list. It is about that time for number 8, Miss Natalie Halcro.
She looks
Natalie
like,
Halcro has 3.7 million Instagram
Fox.
followers, and one of those followers is Ariana Grande. Wow. From her Instagram account, she's got one of the most peculiar and at the same time most stunning faces I've ever seen in my life. Like, I can't stop looking at her. And I bet you anything those 3.7 million followers feel the same way. Almost too pretty to be real, right? Right. Bam. 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 Oh, somebody stop it.
She just slimmed her face up. Why is she so happy? She's a hater.
With that many followers, Natalie is charging tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars for paid promotional posts. Every other post on her account is a paid promotion. I'll just let that sink in while you do the math. She's obviously still pretty. She just doesn't look like she does in her pictures. That's all. At lucky number 7 on our list, Miriam Rahman. Miriam Rahman is a makeup artist with 528,000 Instagram followers. I actually didn't want to put her on this list because I do find her stunning, even without the Photoshop. She also posts makeup tutorials where you see what her real face looks like, which is why she's not higher on our list. But if you look at photos that were taken by other people that she didn't have control over, without ideal lighting, without all the makeup and the Photoshop and Facetune and FaceApp and whatever the hell she's using, she looks nothing like her photos in real life. In at 6, Nima Benati. Nima is a fashion photographer from Italy with 596,000 Instagram followers. She's a very talented photographer who shot campaigns for Dolce & Gabbana and YSL Beauty. But let's dive into our Instagram versus reality side-by-sides, eh? I mean, totally different. She is super pretty in person, as you can see from those Getty Images photos. But like, why the Photoshop, bro? I'm genuinely shocked that someone this pretty edits their photos this much, but I mean, she's a fashion photographer who's around supermodels 99% of the time, so if I were in that position, maybe I would feel compelled to compete with them. But even Bella Hadid, the most beautiful woman in the world, scientifically the most beautiful woman in the world, edits her photos.
Scientifically.
And
Fuck out of here.
At number 5, we got Ellie Brown, aka Brown.L on Instagram. Ellie has 1.1 million followers. She's a reality star who's on season 4 of UK Love Island. Now, Ellie has had a fair bit of work done. That's no secret. She was on Love Island, and if you haven't seen the show, contestants spend a fair bit of time in their bathing suits. Recently, there were some paparazzi photos taken of her on the beach, and I hate talking about the altered bodies because there's absolutely nothing wrong with Elle's real body. Guess what, fellas? That's what real women look like. But that's just it. That is her real body. Whatever photos she's putting on Instagram are not who she really is. At number 4 on our list, Alina Omi. Alina has 1.1 million followers on Instagram. She's yet another Instagram model that does not look like a real life human being. She looks like she was generated by AI. And you know what? Maybe she low-key was. The thing that irks me the most about Alina is like the waist thing. There is no way anyone could have a waist that small. It is not physically possible. Especially not if you ate that cheeseburger, Alina. I had a cheeseburger for lunch. It was delicious, but my pants are tight now. Getting close now at number 3, Zara McDermott. This one is real drastic. Zara McDermott is yet another reality television star with 1.2 million followers on Instagram. If you didn't know, she was on the show Love Island in 2018, and she was on X Factor Celebrity. But, yeah. When I'm looking at this girl's Instagram, I feel so bad about myself. Bro, I almost like her body more without the editing. She looks like a woman, like a real woman. I don't even know how someone who's on TV all the time can think they can get away with editing their photos this much. Like, bro, we're gonna know. We're gonna find out. We gon' know. In at 2, Sonja Miro. Sonja Miro is a Russian makeup artist from Moscow with 422,000 followers on Instagram. She also sells some sort of gold serum. You can get it at a link on her Instagram page. Not really sure what that's for. It's all in Russian. But like the other influencers on our list, Sonja looks absolutely nothing like her photos in real life. I mean, what a difference. I feel like if you really wanted to create a fake persona online, you would have to make sure that there's absolutely no photos of you that exist anywhere else. But what happens if a fan wants to take a photo with you, or if your friend wants to take a photo of you? There will always be 2 versions of you floating around. There's something about someone who uses a lot of Facetune, but then also claims to be a makeup artist. Bruh, doesn't using a ton of Facetune kind of defeat the purpose of being a makeup artist? You're more like a Photoshop artist than a makeup artist. Am I right? At number 1 on our list, Kirsten Hatcher. Oh, I'm about to ruffle some feathers with this one. Kirsten Hatcher is a Canadian YouTuber and influencer with 6 million followers on Instagram. She also has 1.1 million subscribers on YouTube. She is known for her dope outfits and beauty tutorials. Other than that, she's known on Instagram for her absolutely tiny 12-inch waist. Like, damn, you could wrap a glow stick necklace around that thing. But I mean, listen, some of us don't have itty-bitty waists. Plenty of very fit women who work out every day do not have tiny waists. It's just not achievable unless we physically starve ourselves. But Kirsten, sweetie, I feel like you're going a little far with the Facetune, don't you think? And Kirsten Hatcher doesn't only Facetune her body, she goes overboard on her face as well. Here's a no makeup look on her Instagram, and this is what she looks like in a video. I could do an entire video on Kirsten Hatcher. There are entire Instagram accounts made to expose her and her Photoshop. But alas, we only have so much time in a video. Alright guys, I am sweating, bruh. I feel like you're all looking me up on Instagram.
Girl, oh my god. This was a really interesting video. They definitely are using Facetune really heavily. Yeah, like I said, I just feel like it should be a known fact that, you know, everybody is using Facetune. Everybody is making themselves look different for their pictures because Instagram is about posting beautiful pictures, and this is how you get attention from brands, and this, that. So everybody should just be aware of it at this point. Like, it's not to be taken seriously, but, you know, I guess some people do take it serious. She's talking about her friend, hit her up saying, oh, I feel so bad about myself checking other people's Instagram. Like, again, I think people need to work on their self-esteem. I don't feel like watching a video like this should make you feel better about yourself. I think you need to go get some type of therapy, do some journaling, work out, and eat healthy. Do something to make you feel better about yourself and boost your confidence and your self-esteem. I don't feel like you should be looking to other people to look worse to make you feel better about yourself. That just sounds terrible. But anyway, yeah, this was definitely an interesting video. I enjoyed it. Let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!